Frequently together, doing good, being good to each other. Frequently, frequency. It's the desk of Ladyada.
And welcome to Desk of Ladyada, Exhausted Edition. We're exhausted. Ladyada, how's it going?
It's a long day. Oh, it's a long day. I didn't get a lot of testers done, but not as much engineering lately, so I thought I would do another sample day. I also got my proto PCBs in, so I can show off some of the prototypes that we got put together. So, a little bit every day.
Every day and every way we do this thing, Ladyada.
We do. So today I've got a lot of USB cable samples. You want to start looking at those, or what do you want to do?
Yes, very much so. Let me tell a story.
Okay. Once upon a time.
Well, in this day and age, there's lots of things that you might need to do with devices that connect to your computer, and they connect via USB. You don't know what type of device that is. You don't know what's going on. Sometimes you need data, sometimes you need charging, sometimes you need to flip between the two, sometimes you're doing a bunch of stuff. And we were told that at organizations like Google, for instance, they need to do this a lot because they have Android phones and they're testing all sorts of weird hardware. And there's these cables they had. So we went on a mission to find these cables. And we found them.
Yeah, so I got some cable samples.
Yeah.
So this is the cable sample I've got. We'll zoom in. So this is a standard USB to micro USB cable. So it's kind of like your everyday USB cable. It's like about 3 feet long. But in the center, it has a switch that says data or charge. So you can flip the switch, and whatever way the switch goes tells you whether it's for charging, no data, or, sync. So I've got here, I wanted to test this with a real device. So I've got my tablet here, which, hold on, is bright. So let me turn off. There you go, turn off the brightness. And then I have my USB plug here, so I'll plug this in. So then I'll put it on data mode. And when I plug this in now, it will say, my computer bonked off, and it says, okay, so I'm in USB drive mode, and then if I go to the computer,
Yeah.
there's a drive here, and it
You got
has
a Kindle.
my dock. It's a Kindle. So, yeah, I really like this Kindle. I like to read books. So now, can you go to the overhead again?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I noticed, actually, the Kindle doesn't like it when you switch between data and charger. Like, it definitely doesn't, it disappears off of my drive, but this doesn't get into the, it doesn't do the right thing where it flips back. It, thinks, I'm still in USB mode, so you actually have to unplug it.
Okay.
And then when you re-plug it in, it will be in charge mode. So the little charge icon is lit. You can kind of barely see it up there, but it's charging
That Kindle's lit.
without showing up as a drive. So if you go to the computer, there is no drive. So that definitely works. That's kind of nice. But this is only USB to micro USB.
Mm-hmm.
So the next option I wanted to try was, I have also a version, really sticks. I have a version that's the kind of a USB extender. Can you go to the overhead again?
Yeah, man.
So this version is a USB extender type, so it's like A to A. And this is for you have lightning, or you've got standard printer cable or whatever. So I'll plug this into my
Yeah.
USB extension, so that it's like that.
This is like an in-between cable.
Yeah, this is USB condom or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And then I'll grab a standard, micro USB cable here. And this could be good for a lot of things. One, there's people who are like, oh, you don't plug in your phone into random chargers you find on the street, which is one thing. An iPhone I don't think will sync, but Android might, or Kindle, it pops up as a disk drive. But it's also useful. I don't like it sometimes, you plug in your phone to charge, and it's I'm going to like iTunes and I'm
now your internet
downloading
connection.
and,
Hi,
like,
I'm Verizon.
it's freaking out.
I'm
so
Verizon.
This is useful even if you aren't like a security freak. It's just like a nice thing to have the option of having only data. It's also nice, like I was testing the data sync detection on Circuit Playground bootloader, and like this would have been really handy because I would just flip between the two while I was hacking the bootloader.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's plug in this again.
Okay.
Hold on. So this is on data mode. So it shows up. There you go. So now it's. Oh, it doesn't like that the cable's really long.
Oh, really?
Show up. Yeah, because I got this extender. So I'm going to get rid of this
Oh, okay.
extension.
Get rid of the extender.
I'm going to plug it in directly. Because it's going through a hub, through like the extension cord. It's like the max length.
Over the river and through
Okay.
the woods.
So now this is fine. Shows up as a Kindle drive. And then now I'm going to flip it over to sync.
Flip it.
And then
It's gone.
it's gone. So now that it's on power mode only.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, this time it did flip out my device on the, can you go to the overhead?
hmm
It disappeared off the screen, so it was like, hey.
So we're going to be doing some extensive testing with hundreds of devices that we have around.
Yeah, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, like, it's not that complicated.
Okay.
Okay, there you go, all off. So I thought maybe I would take apart one of the, I only have one of these extension style ones, but I have a bunch of the.
Oh. So we were in a meeting today and we're like, hey, everybody, like, we're thinking about stocking these cables. And then Ladyada said, oh, I should make sure that there isn't, like, a little chip inside so you get hacked, like, inside of it. So there
Well, I also got this other thing. I got
there
this
probably
pry.
isn't, but
I know. No, I know it's. I know
why
it's inside.
shouldn't we look?
I'm gonna look.
You don't know until you look.
I also got this other sample, another prying tool. I don't like this one so much, but I thought I would at least take a look. I like the other style, I think. But it's not very skinny, but it's like a prying tool. I could like use this maybe to pry this open. I took the other samples home, otherwise I would have brought it in. I'm at home now. I brought it to work.
Yeah.
Once I approve a sample, I bring it in, and then we take a photo of it,
Yep.
so we can make sure that.
The sample matches
Yeah.
what we order.
Okay, so this is what's inside.
Not a data logger.
This is kind of nice, actually.
Really?
Yeah, like a
Why
full
don't
PCB.
you move it up a little bit?
I'm moving it. Okay, so this is what's inside. So you can see. Hold on.
That's nice.
Yeah. So this data prior. This prior actually worked pretty well, but I still prefer the other type. Oh, this is really strong, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
But it's not as skinny. So you've got your power line that goes straight through. You've got the ground wire, and then you've got the white and green data lines, white, green, and then this is a, actually we kind of stock this switch. This is a, oh man, I always get this wrong. This is a double throw.
Okay.
Anyways, I always get the poles and throws mixed up. But yeah, it's basically, it switches both. These are the same switch that we use on like the Gemma. These two will connect and disconnect. So it's very simple. What's interesting is they even put, oh, you know what? They put resistors here. These are like the iPhone resistors. They put little resistors here
Oh.
to set the voltage so that when you're in charge mode, it'll work with a lot of devices that look for resistance pull-ups on the data lines. So that's fancy.
That's smart.
It's very fancy. So, yeah, a nice little adapter here. I like it.
Okay.
So this is approved.
Okay. Probably be in the store in a couple weeks, folks.
Yeah, so that's approved. Okay, so let me put this back together as best I can. Hold on. I got a whole bunch of these because I was like pretty sure that this would work out.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a really nice.
I did that too. I'm doing a bunch of video stuff, and I had to get some lightning to 3.5 millimeter, a bunch of things because I have a rig that I'm using that needs to use an iPhone, and it's really complicated on how all these things work, and some don't, and some do, and some are official, some aren't, so you gotta try them out.
Okay, so next up, so we did the prying tool, and then we have I got the rest of those cables that have like some sort of like inline power data They have data and power. And they have an LCD in the middle that tells you how much power is being used. So I thought I could just, my Kindle's not that dead, but I could try charging it. So this is pretty simple. It just says, 5.1 volts, and then I guess it'll switch to display current. No current, so maybe it doesn't, or maybe it just goes to sleep. I don't know. All right, let's plug it into this Kindle. Okay, so voltage is 4.6, current is 0.4. I like how clear the display is on this one.
Yeah, you can see it.
It's really clear, and it lights up whichever one, and it just flips between the two. So now it's 0.4 amps.
The focus button.
I did, and it
Didn't like it.
it doesn't like the bright.
Okay,
That's kind of
that's the sound it makes.
I think it mostly tells you the current. I noticed that these sort of get stuck on current view mode.
So it says there's YZX Studio USB power monitors. I don't know what those are. I'm gonna look it up.
I like that this is built into the cable, though. Anyways, this does work. And then this is the one that I was kind of had the most hopes on. It's this one, and the reason I like this one is it's got the cable display is in the center of the cable, because usually this is like plugged into a hub somewhere behind your computer, so you're not gonna see it. So I kind of like that this one has the display inline. So let's plug this in. So this one, 5.2 volts. What's nice about this is it has a little symbol here. So let's see what happens. Plug this in.
So it says 18-bit voltage resolution is the reason that wasn't going, and the YZX ones, I sent you a link to at Ladyada so you can check it out later. They're OLED, like USB 3.
Oh, we have OLED ones in the shop.
Yeah, I
But
sent
you
you
know
a
what? This is not going to like this is a cable
Nope.
to the extension. Hold on. It's got that extension hub extension thing.
Cool story, Dave.
Yeah, it doesn't like it. Okay, let me plug right in. It's just that, USB, technically you're not supposed to go more than, I think like 5 to 10 feet. And I have these 15-foot extension cords, which work awesome, except when they don't work. Okay, so this is a little bit nicer. So this looks like what it does is it tells you the current draw in milliamps, which is kind of nice. It gives you like a much better resolution. The question is, does it ever show you voltage again? Why not?
Better have showed voltage once than never at
Yeah,
all.
it does. I think it shows you voltage when it's not plugged in, but that's not. I kind of like what I like about the OLED inline. We have little inline ones that are just like you plug them into the port.
Mm-hmm.
What I liked about these was if it could display. Why do it has a little backlight? I mean, since they're all kind of like this, where they don't display the voltage after it's been plugged in, this is the nicest of all of them.
Okay.
But, it really does. I guess it does say current display, not voltage display, so you can't be too pissed off. It does exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I unplug this,
We have the charge doctor.
it'll say
Not Mr.
5.2.
Charge. Charge doctor.
Yeah, kind of a trade-off.
He went to Charger Medical School.
Well, I think this one is kind of the nicest. I mean, it gives you milliamp resolution, which I like. And it doesn't switch back to voltage mode, but neither does this one.
Mhm.
So we can try it again. But it's pretty clearly not doing it. Try. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is the voltage now, and then if I unplug this, and plug this in. I'm plugging it directly into the hub. No, it actually flips between the two. It's pretty useful.
Yeah.
But then it stops. Really weird. Look at this strange behavior. So you plug it in.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so it says voltage, current, voltage, current, voltage, current.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go back to voltage again.
Maybe it only displays a few times.
Oh, this one, this one got unplugged, so went back to voltage display. So it seems like a lot of these are like, look, we'll display the voltage only when it's unplugged. So I guess
Yeah.
you can tell if the charger's working.
Yeah, then you walk across the lab and you're like, look what it did.
I don't know. I kind of wish they would flip between the two
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah, at some point we'll take these apart. I don't know, maybe we'll make a better one.
We can take this apart now.
No,
Why not?
because we have to do other stuff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it looks like they all sort of like, they settle, once they start displaying the current, they really only display the current. In which case, this is fine. I mean, like, I just know people are going to be like, how do I make it display the voltage and the current? I'm going to be like, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
Okay.
All right, so that's my samples.
Okay. I'll do a little bit of maker biz, then we're out of here because we're gonna
Okay.
go to bed. Okay. Maker biz. So this came in the mail for us today. This is one of the many trademarks receipts that we get. This is a real deal one, not like those fake ones that I've shown on the shows. This is from Korea, and this is a real trademark indication
Fancy seal.
that we have NeoPixel in Korea. So for you out there who does any type of open source, ultimately you're giving away your code, your schematic, your design if you're doing open source hardware. So probably the only thing you have is your name. So NeoPixel is one of our names, Adafruit's another one. And it's a good idea, it doesn't cost that much, to make sure the most important thing, the name, is something that's yours, especially if you decide to have a successful product worldwide. So we got that, and we have a whole collection of these, and we make sure that we not only are proactive about this, but we also paid attention to things that did come up. Arduino had an issue where there was an Arduino registered in another country, 2 competing companies, took a long time, and I just posted up on Maker Business. Gianluca, the former co-founder, I guess you're always a co-founder, of Arduino, started another company. And it's a Kickstarter, we backed it, and it's a Arduino compatible, it's an IoT board, and there's a fork of the Arduino IDE, and it's interesting. There's the people that were part of this in the beginning are now doing separate things. The headers were still the same as the Arduino. They have the little
the
pin numberings
markings.
and stuff. So anyways, it's interesting that in the end, a lot of it comes down to a name, so it does matter, just like, people get domain names and more.
Totally.
Getting a trademark matters. So anyways,
Word. All right. Well, I'm charging away. I think I'm probably going to
Yeah.
end up with this one. I mean, if they're all doing the same thing, this one at least has the most resolution.
yeah. There was a request for a video in the future that maybe we'll do. Different connector options for builds, Molex versus JST. Another question that came in. I sent you the links to the other voltage displayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's it. So we're gonna play out tonight with a 1 minute and 30-second snippet of a video that you and I did over 8 years ago, called Citizen Engineer, and this is where you were building a SIM card reader. It's like
Just
a little,
ordered some SIM cards.
yeah,
Yay.
back in the day.
Okay.
So thank you, everyone. We'll see you on Ask an Engineer tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Show until 7:30 p.m. unless something happens. And that's it. Thank you for supporting Adafruit. Be good to each other. This is all we've got. And here's a fun thing that just came in right before the show. Last year you visited the White House and you got a Champion of Change award.
Yeah.
All of that was removed
Yeah.
from all record. It's on the Wayback Machine, but you've been erased.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm so sorry. You're gone.
That's okay.
You're gone. The Wayback Machine has it, and there's backup copies. I took screenshots and everything, but yeah, the award you got, everything that happened, gone. All gone. Yeah, pretty intense.
Gone.
So, no opinion, no commentary, other than it's
I'm
gone. Check it out. You can Google for it and find a page not found. Okay, so that's it for tonight, folks. We very
Sure.
much appreciate your support and more. We're in this together. Say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in frequently. Thank you for watching our show. Try to be good to each other frequently. This is it. Goodbye.